for sale and how much? Okay, all right. So I'm gonna put the guitar down. I really wanted to sit here and play more, but I evidently have to fix my microphone problem. So the guitar down. Hopefully this won't continue to be an issue. All right, you want to know about the guitars? Well, when I put these guitars on Facebook Marketplace, I'm going to be putting them up there for about 150 bucks shipped. But for you guys, it's going to be different. Okay. I got 3 guitars that I'm getting ready to sell. And if you've been watching for a while, then you've seen all of them. All right, this one, which is actually pretty cool, is getting flipped. Okay, so you guys, if anyone wants a diamond, and this is actually kind of unique, even though it's a B stock, because of this finish, which is the whole reason it's B stock. So you can get yourself something a little unique right there, both in the shape and the look, the color. So for you guys, it's going to be 100 bucks shipped. All right, anybody wants a guitar, 100 bucks shipped to your door. Done. I do have to get boxes because I just threw out a whole bunch, of course, but I'll figure that out. And you guys, this is my Fojo. You guys remember the Fojo? All right. This is actually a really good guitar. The pickups, maybe a little on the questionable side, not a whole lot. I mean, they're ceramics, but they're actually pretty good. And I almost don't want. I'm holding it, and I don't want to give it away. This is a good deal, guys. 100 bucks shipped to your door. That's a good one. And one of my Fesleys. This guy. This guy's got, they're all going to be 100 bucks. This is, let me go. Now you can see the whole thing. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, you guys know all about these guitars. They're good guitars. They're inexpensive. This one has been sitting in the studio, which is cold now for the winter. So it's got a little fret sprout I can take care of ahead of time. Everything else is great. And you guys know I try and take care of my stuff. So if anybody's interested, let me know. And in a couple of days, I'm going to put them up on Facebook Marketplace. And so anybody who contacts me through Facebook Marketplace is going to see different pricing. All right. So, wow, 10 minutes in, and we're already a third of the way through my list. So, so what else we got going on here? I talked to you guys about the memberships already, and Igor and the guitars. Wow, we're actually more than halfway through my list already. So the way I want to start giving away guitars is going to be using the goals here in the chat room, and it's just to get people who are interested to take part. It'll be like we use the goal system. Like $2 gets you in, and you can put up you can enter as many times as you want, using any of the super chats. Snug. Okay, cool, Snug. Thanks. Yeah, no huge rush. I mean, I'm trying to get everyone to send me stuff sooner rather than later, but no huge rush. So, all right. So, now I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, the giveaways. We were talking about the giveaways, right? So, yeah, I'm thinking about doing the giveaways as raffles. Basically, $2 gets you into the raffle. You can buy as many as you want to get into a raffle, and there's going to be like a ceiling, just maybe to cover. It's an amount that it's the minimum amount you can do on goals, which is $50, which would cover shipping and just get people involved. If someone really wants to win, they can get 25. They can do 25, a $50 a $50 super chat, and basically come away with the whole thing, you know. But if a lot of people want it and everyone's throwing in $2, every $2 will be a one entry. If you got 20, $40, I'll get you 20 entries, you know. So I have people interested in sending me guitars to do as use as giveaways, but they need to like they also need to generate some subscribers. I mean, that's kind of what that's what people are saying. They're like, "Hey, I want to send you a guitar, but and to give away, but I want to make sure you get subscribers out of it." Uh, so I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. If anybody's got any ideas, let me know. Snug, how are the kids? And how's your guitar, Snug? What do you think of your SBHE? Just like my SBHE, although yours is probably perfect. Mine's technically B stock. Not that I care. Awesome. So, you know what? Let me talk about that. What Snug's talking about here. I'm putting together a video, and anybody who's got a T's guitar could actually take part if they want to. Um, it really is a nice guitar. Yeah, guys, don't wait for my review. If you're thinking about picking up a guitar, just pick up a T's guitar. Seriously, pick up the SBHE while they have it, and get ready for a brand new ST1 in about in about a month, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, somewhere in there. The new ST1s are going to be out, and they're going to be ridiculous. The finish, oh my God, the finishes he's got coming in. Wow, guys, the new ST1. Um, I want to say it's there's not going to be another Strat style guitar that looks like this. There's not, and the feature set is he's stepping up the feature set a little bit on the guitar as well too. So um, it's going to be great. And 6 weeks, yeah, I've got people, and I'm hoping to get one in here to give away. That's what I'm hoping for. So, well, Snug, I think one day you might hit the lottery, and then you can buy whatever guitar you want, right? So, I know things are tough right now for everybody. You don't got to tell me, but I'm sure, I'm sure you'll find yourself in a position where you'll be able to afford something as equally as nice, but probably 10 times the price. So, yeah, I'm putting together. I've come close to buying an ST1 so many times. Yeah, David. Right now, if you wanted to pick one up, I'd say go for it. Only because, well, not only, but because the new ones are going to be, they're going to have the new tariffs on top of their price. So they're going to be a little more expensive, but they're going to, and they're still a phenomenal deal. I mean, they're going to be around 175 or so. I think that's, you got to figure a 20% increase, right? And it's about $150 guitar. So about 30 bucks, 25, 30 bucks. So about 170, $175. If you want to step up and get get the latest version, absolutely. Just wait the 6 weeks, 5, 6 weeks, even a month. If you wait a month and check out the website, you might be able to find an early one there because he gets 6 of them in stock. He gets 6 of them sent to him that he can test and make sure they're perfect. That's a sampling of the batch. And then he says, okay, send the batch. Here's the money. Oh, David, it's definitely a phenomenal deal, even with the tariffs, because in all honesty, these guitars are, at least in my opinion, worth 3 times what they're selling for. Yes, TSA, you're right. Everyone needs a good guitar, even an entry level player, maybe even more so than a more advanced player. They need to have something good because they just don't know what good is, right? Yeah, it really is. And I'm trying to keep secrets. There's a couple of things that I know about the guitar that are really going to elevate it a little bit in certain ways. And one of them is something I think is going to be moving forward on all of the guitars because it's something that they could all use and will validate ownership of these guitars even more. That's a big thing. And I haven't mentioned that one to anybody. I have mentioned one or two people, a couple of the colors that are coming in. But when he orders guitars, he doesn't get a compromising. He's found a way to get himself the same deals that the biggest guys get. So they can make guitars, no compromise guitars and sell them. And he's done that. He's been able to do that because he's been able to basically piggyback on their orders, right? Because these companies, they order 4,000 guitars in a month. And in order to make that happen, the factory's got to get enough wood to make sure they can cover it. And when they do that, they get that bulk really cheap. And they have to get more than they actually need. Because you never know with wood what's warped, what's got knots, what's unacceptable for 100 different reasons. Right. So at the end of all that, they end up with extra wood. They might order enough wood for 4,500 guitars, or whatever that number is. And then after figuring out what's good, what's bad, they might have enough wood for 4,000 guitars. And the order might be for 3,000 guitars or 3,500 guitars. And then now here comes a guy like Torsten. He says, okay, well, make my guitars out of that batch. You got extra parts, you got extra wood, you got extra this, extra that. You can assemble my guitars for the same kind of pricing. And he's able to get great prices and he's able to do it without compromising. Other people come into doing this. Like if I were to decide I wanted to order 100 guitars, I have to learn everything he's learned along the way. And until I do, I'm going to have to make compromises in my guitars so that I can compete, right? I might have to do thinner bodies. I might have to do thinner bodies with ceramic pickups and inexpensive tuners and nickel silver frets and offer that at a similar price point that he's doing, you know? So when you're buying a T's guitar, you're buying a top-notch guitar. There's no compromises, and you're getting it for less than the name brand because he isn't a name, right? The new Fenders are coming from Indonesia, and they're $700. This guitar is better than that, and it's $265. Because Fender's not making the best guitar they can in Indonesia. They're making a good profitable guitar in Indonesia. So even if the guitar is pretty good, which I hear they are, they have compromises because they're trying to hit a price point and a profit point. He's trying to build a company by making his name. So he's making sure that the guitars are perfect. And it doesn't hurt that he's obsessive and he's a guitar player, right? So uh, going forward, he may never ever get 15 different body styles. But what he can do with these two body styles could make everybody happy because you can do these two body styles in just about anything. The ST1's got a swimming pool route, so you can do anything with that guitar. So he can make anything out of that guitar too. So why should he go to another body style if it's going to possibly just inhibit sales of the other guitars? If he can make a super strat, it's not a dinky style guitar, but a full on strat, let him do that. You know? And honestly, you're talking about the Telecaster and the Strat, the body styles. They're the most iconic body styles out there. Say what you want about Telly and all. At the end of the day, this is a perfect guitar design. It's got perfect balance. It sits perfectly in your lap or standing. It doesn't get in your way. It gives you full access. And it was made in 1949. You know, they got it right the first time. So there's really no reason to shit on this Telly. And then the Stratocaster, I don't have to tell anybody what that did, right? So if he keeps building guitars like this and changing the pickups and the routing and all that, I'm happy. You know, I may not get another dinky for a while, but I'm happy because I know the guitar is going to be better than the dinky I buy at the store, and I'm paying less. So that's where I'm at with these guitars. And if it sounds like I'm preaching or something like that, I'm sorry, but I've gotten to know the man behind the company, and there's no reason not to buy these guitars. They're not. He's not doing this just to get rich. You know, he's doing this to build a company, yes, but he's got a goal. You know, he's told me, and Baby Boy Mulligan, if he gets here, he can tell you too. It's he wants to sell 13 guitars a day. If he figures he can keep his company basically a one man operation and do 13 guitars a day, and at 13 guitars a day, that's under 5,000 guitars a year, which is a little more than that's about 1.5 months of guitars for Harley Benton or Donner or the other guy. So I lost my train of thought there for a second because I started reading again. So um, Justin's the right guy to be owning the guitar company. You know what I'm saying? It's not like past owners of Gibson, right? Those guys, they just wanted money. You know, they were looking for a way to save a guitar company and figure out a way to make money. That's it. You know, Torsten, he's all in. He's betting everything on his own success. Right? He doesn't succeed. That's it for him. I mean, it's that's not in the joke. That's not an exaggeration. So every day he gets up at 5 fucking 30 and he starts working on guitars. And he's probably up until 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes talking to people in China, you know, and then he's up doing fret levels and packing out guitars and designing new stuff and negotiating with it's an all day 24-hour a day thing with him. And he's gonna do it. I've been talking to him now for about 18 months, and I've gotten to know him enough that when I see him, he tells me, "Hey, I'm up to this number. I'm up to that number." Right? When I met him, he was doing 3 guitars a day, and just 3 guitars a day, just barely. Last time I saw him, it was up to almost 5. Okay, and when he gets to that goal of his, he's not going to stop. He thinks he's going to stop. He thinks he's going to just that's going to be it. But yeah, and he put everything that he has into this company. So there's no failing. You know what I'm saying? There's no room for failure here. And he's doing it right. He's taking the time to make the mistakes he knew he was going to make, and he did them early. And he's gotten them out of his system. And he's at a point where everybody he deals with knows him and respects him, and they will work with him at all times. You know, and he's got 3 factories that he chooses from because if he in Asia, they take a month off sometimes, depending on where you are in Asia. Like for the new year, they might take a whole month off. Like they do that in Vietnam for a fact. That I know. So if you're ordering an IYV, a batch of guitars from IYV, you might not want to order that at the end of January. You might want to do that the beginning of January or wait until the end of February. That's it exactly. Because of this, and because depending on, I assume he's got factories that aren't necessarily going to follow one pathway as far as religious holidays or whatever. I don't know. I really don't know, but seems to be part of the whole idea of having 3 factories is to make sure that those when you have those issues, you can get around it so that you can keep getting your product on time. And so yeah, so for all the best reasons possible, these are the good guitars. These are the right guitars. And I'll be honest, when I first met Torsten and I saw the guitar, I was just waiting to see um, what what the thing was that was missing on the guitar. You know, the one failing that or the 2 failings or whatever it was. There's none. You know, the tuners are solid. He does everything right. You see this in the videos I've been putting up lately. You know, he does the fret levels. He's obsessive. He wants to make sure your guitar is right. He doesn't care that the guitar might be playable at 1 3/4 millimeters string height if because he likes 1.25. And 1.25, that's ridiculously low. That's if you're not careful, you could just start to get buzz out of your frets, right? Happens to me all the time because I got meat hooks. But right, you're waiting for the shoe drop that never does, and I stop waiting because it's not coming, right? That SBH HD was a prototype, well, one of the early ones, one of the first six, so, and it had pots in it, right? It's got 250K pots in it, but it sounds great, right? So yeah, I'm gonna have that. The wire finally, one wire went on that, I think, on the output jack, and I've been wanting to show my friend T's Guitars, the guy who does work for me, and he's getting his health back. He's back. So I'm bringing it to him tomorrow. I was going to try and work on that myself. I said, screw it. Let me just show him. Let him do the work. Me get his opinion on T's Guitars. And so I'm dropping that off to him soon. But come on, even even at that, that's not a big deal, right? I've had it for a year, or almost, and that's only because it's the 250K pots. It's the cheap stuff they put in there that they weren't supposed to. So, you know, but everybody else's is bulletproof, and every guitar in that company goes through his hands. Right, 250K in a guitar with a humbucker is gonna be a little. Well, it's gonna be a little. I'm getting confused now. You know, it's one of these things. When you, I'm not sure right now which one is warmer or brighter. I think the 250 is brighter. No, 250 is warmer because you use 250s with single coils to try and keep them from being too bright. And 500 use 500 so that you can allow the humbucker to shine as much as it can. Right? I think that's how it is, more or less. So the humbucker, but with the 250K in there, that humbucker in the bridge sounds really warm and sweet. It's nothing bad. I like it like that, and it's perfect for the neck. You know what I mean? So um, I don't know, but I'm keeping both of these so that I have two guitars that are almost identical but have two different sounds. But so who wants guitars? You guys want to buy guitars? Let me know. You guys want to? How do you guys think? What do you guys think about winning the guitars and using the gold system as a way just to make it a raffle? Dwight. Okay, yeah, right. 500 does let more through because that's why you need that for the humbucker, right? Because the humbucker is warmer to begin with, so you need to let more through so that it can be brighter sounding if it was hooked up to a 250K. Yeah, and the 250K is meant to. It cuts back on more of the highs, right? So I it's one of those things with me. It's like that's like A 500K pots or B 500K pots. Which one is which? So, but um, so yeah. So if you guys, they're gonna T's Guitars was my 2024 guitar internet guitar brand of the year, right? And I don't see it not being repeating that this year, right? I think they're gonna repeat that this year because the stuff that's coming out is gonna be awesome. I mean, you're gonna want to, you definitely want to pick up the SD1. All right, because the pickups are going to be the same. It's going to have the same dime size pots. That stuff's more or less going to be the same as I understand it. It may be that he didn't tell me, but as I understand it, that stuff will be more or less the same. So it's still going to be good for modding in that sense. But he's made sure that the pickups are awesome. Chad, what's going on? ST1? No, I think the Alnico. Okay, HSS or Alnico ST1. Okay. Yeah, Chad, we were talking about that in email, right? So thanks for that too. Whenever you want to do that, just let me know, man. I think that's an awesome idea. I really do appreciate it too. On the new characteristics and colors. Okay. Here's what I can tell you. He's got I think 6 colors for the ST1 this time. Um, I have it. I think I have it in a text message. I do know one of them is going to be all right. Here's the big thing. This is a big jump for the brand, okay? Because starting with the next batch of guitars, they're going to have serial numbers. All right. And while I was there, that you might be able to get any older Tees guitars certified as official Tees guitars from before serial numbers. I'm not certain on that at all. Okay. I mean, I spent 5 hours with Torsten. And a lot of conversation happened. Not all of it got recorded, but you know, this is it's. But serial numbers is definitely going to be a thing, and so that's going to validate the guitars going forward. It's going to give all the guitars more of a resale value as well because he's going to actually have a whole. He's going to record them as far as I understand it, right? Modded up and relic, just a touch. My girlfriend a pink one. I prettied up, and my dad an SBH Royal purple silver. Sweet. What's up, Ted? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by, man. I got your email, and I'm really looking forward to working with you on the collab. While it's here, real quick, let me talk about the collab. There's going to be a video that I'm making. I'll get back to that, Chad. Promise. There's going to be a video I'm going to be making. I'm asking people who have been reviewers of Tees guitars to just basically answer one question. Something about what's one thing that stands out to Tees guitars for you, basically. And I'm going to put together a video of all their responses and mine. And any of you guys who have Tees guitars that are here, you're welcome to join us too. So if you want to hit up my email, and you can send me a video with just a response to that question. Yes. Okay, Chad. I love the fact that you got so many guitars for your family. You've done well. You've picked out the right one. These are really, really good guitars and really good prices. So you really are awesome. To pick an awesome. The white tees, that's awesome. Okay, you're ordering your guitar teacher a Tees SS1. Yeah, that's the jet guitar. That one was. It's an excellent guitar. Has a hang-up issue with the tremolo. All right. Then when they cut the tremolos, I don't know I think it's if Baby Boy Mulligan was here, he could tell you. All right. You might want to look for him in chat rooms and ask him what he's doing because he's got one and he's fixing it. Torsten gave him an SS1 and he's learning how to work on that right now. He fill you in on what to do with that. Anyone want to trade a Tees? Oh, you probably you just like tempted me, man. Oh, hold on. Let me finish talking with Chad, and then we'll get to that one. Okay, TSA. I got to get back to what your original question here. Okay, colors. Okay, first off, I mentioned the serial numbers, right? The truss rod is moving. It's no longer going to be at the nut. It's going to be the wheel at the nut at the neck pocket. Excuse me. All right, so that's coming. I know there's going to be. I think there's supposed to be 6 colors, and one of them is a silver. Hold on. This is the easiest way to tell you. All right. Where this is purple, picture this is a Strat. Where this is purple, it's going to be dark red, like a wine red. All right. Awesome. I think that's going to look insane. And I know there's a couple others. I did say I was going to look on my phone, right? Let me see. So, all right, let me see if I can catch up. TSA, I like that volume pod idea, the 250 and the 500. That's something I got to look up. That I think would be a cool thing to do. Then suddenly you have that much more tone availability. I think that's an awesome idea. Um, so you got the white one relicked up just a touch, and your girlfriend's got a pink one. All right, you were asking about the the HSS, right? Okay, so HSS, I don't know. I don't know about that. I know he's got that prototype that he's working on, which is HH, one volume, one tone. It's going to be it's going to be rails. It's going to look like the Dimebag Darrell's type pickups. It's going to be two of those. Um, I do know that if you want one like that, you can send him the pickups and the stuff, and he will wire it up for you. So, I mean, there'll be a fee, but if you want an HSS, you can always find yourself a good pick guard that's preloaded, send it to him, and for like another 30, $50, somewhere in there, he'll wire it for you and set it up and make sure it's perfect. Then send you the guitar. So that's always an option. Well, that's a great one for like a decoration. I had it. I had it. I now that's become our new Igor, but it's such a classy color. It's great for a woman, right? Because of the pink, ladies like that. But at that shade, it's almost not pink anymore. So it's I have no problem with that looking at that color. I think it's a gorgeous color. And here's the coolest, best sounding guitar. And say yes, he does. Yeah, you're right. He does. He's a pretty new guitar player, and he's probably got one of the most badass guitars out of all his friends. Hands and simple, hands down. Uh, so let me see. Am I at the bottom of this conversation here? Am I caught up? I think so. Oh, TSA, man, why'd you have to tempt me with that? Are you saying the Ferris wheel? Are you saying that for the truss rod? I'm not following TSA. I like the Ferris wheel. Um, so okay, okay, yeah, all right. Well, I don't have one to trade with you that has the Ferris wheel. Um, so I guess that means no. Although I do have two T's tellies. Um, I'd love to review that if you wanted to send that to me. Just saying, just putting that thought out there. Because so how are we doing? 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Yeah. So all right, back to Chad because I just see it now. I finally see Alnico ST1. Um, I think if you can find one that he might have one or two of the original ST1s in the shop. That might have Alnico magnets in it. That because I know he changed the pickups for the current version, the ST1 SPR, and the new one that's coming. I know that those have ceramic pickups. So, but I know he changed them because he purposely made that guitar more moddable by putting those less expensive pickups in there. That was the whole purpose of it. So, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. If you could find, he's probably got an ST1 available if you want to reach out to him. Um, if he does, it won't have stainless steel frets. It'll be because those don't have stainless steel frets. Um, but other than that, yeah, it should be everything you want. I mean, stainless steel frets aren't a big deal either. You're talking about if you play a guitar every day, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours a day, regular frets will wear out in 5, 10 years. You know, so but most of us don't play like that, so it's not really that huge a deal. Um, Tease is moving to the yes. Tease is moving to the Ferris wheel truss rod. Okay, you didn't mean that. Okay, yeah. All right, so maybe I don't know. I got to see how I feel. Right now I like this idea of keeping my two Tease guitars, but I like guitars with kill switches. To me, that's like a real easy little bit extra, for the old model. Okay, so you'd be willing to trade. All right, let me think about that. Okay, let me think about it. So awesome. I decided to mod that one up and name after my girlfriend because I got two liking that bad. Well, Chad, I can't blame you because those baby boy Mulligan's in the house. What's up? I listen, Chad. I get it. They are awesome. They are really good guitars all around. You're not gonna get many guitars like that even now that come with all of this stuff and don't make compromises, and you're not going to find one that doesn't make compromises at this price point. So, I think that better. Well, knock yourself out. Mod the hell out of that guitar too. TSA's dropping hints. uh, I might take you up on that. I might take you up on that. Give me a few days, a week or two to really like think that over because I just like my teasers so much, and I've never owned a Firefly, so I don't know that I'm going up, trading up or down. You know what I mean? Oh, Tia, baby boy, I was waiting for you. I got your email, so you do have it dialed in real nice. That's it. Keep tempting me. It's good. It's probably good for me right now that the chat doesn't allow pictures because if it did, I might be trading. I just got that's the trace. Scar my guitar got hacked and deleted. No shit, seriously? Because I was looking at that yesterday. Not the hacked and deleted thing, but I was checking him out yesterday. He went live last night. Wow. Well, all right. So everyone, we all kind of watch Scar my guitar. So whenever anyone hears anything about what's going on, let's try and share that so we can help them get back up. All right, we need to support each other in times like this because it can totally destroy your channel. All right, I'll check that out. Done here. We're at 45 minutes, so we'll hang out for another 15. And all right, so I got a few of my new members here, guys. When are you guys available on a regular basis so that we can start doing a members only video, members only stream? Okay, I'm asking you guys uh, because right now you're my only members, so you will be invited to those live streams. I feel like I got to mention though here that later on at 299 that won't become an option as things get a little bit better. I'll have to just um, make it for everybody at the middle tier and up because that's the way I set it up. But for now, until the channel gets a little bit bigger, it's going to be. I'll make it for everybody. Anybody who's a member is going to be able to watch members live streams. All right. But when I start getting people at 499, I gotta give it up to them because that's where it's supposed to be. In the meantime, though, everybody who's here who's a member, let me know when your availability is so that I can schedule a live stream that's members only. All right. Uh, that also may change from week to week because my schedule basically changes week to week, and I don't want to do another one no late. Snug, I think when I see that comment, Snug, I think that maybe he's just blocked out of it. Usually happens is the hackers will take that channel and they will start putting up all sorts of illegal video, right? Because why risk your own channel when you can throw somebody else's under the bus? Right, so there's all sorts of illegal content posting, soccer games, anything that's on local TV that they shouldn't be showing, stuff like that, and directing tons of traffic to that. So that I think is what's going on. I'll know more soon. I'll try and find out what I can. I do have Sean on my friends list at Facebook, so he's not the most active person, at least not with me. You know what I mean? We don't chat much, but um, I'll see if I can find out something that way. And if I can come up with something, if he's got an idea, I'll try and share it in the comments so that or in the community pages so that you guys know. Really cool, TSA. I'm sorry, baby boy, BBM. Hey, BBM, you've got the SS1 and you're working on it, right? I think it was Chad. Chad was telling me SS1 you're picking up or your friend is picking up. Um, BBM is working on that same project right. So if you want to like maybe hit him up and get some information or go check out his channel and see what he's got up about that right now, that might help you guys out. So on his channel. Yeah, see, there you go. That's it. Yeah. So yeah, and Chad, when you order that, contact Torsten. Did or have you done that already? Because I know when you buy those, he's got those bridges. So I don't know. I didn't really understand based on your previous comment about it if you already have it or if you're buying it from him as well. Okay. All right. Okay, baby boy. Here's the deal. Chad's buying a SS1 for his guitar teacher, and his guitar teacher's going to work on it and fix it. I was letting him know that you're already working on one of those, and that he should try and maybe contact you about how to go about fixing it. All right, or to at least check out your channel for the videos to see how to fix it. All right. So you modified BBM. You modified a Strat that had with the extra pick guard, right? And I had it has a stock push. It's awesome. A real shredder with the SS1. Really? So so we were able to do the SS1 mod uh with the push pull and the humbucker? I'm curious. That's a good question, Chad. I'd love to get one of those. They're high end. They're like 300 bucks a piece, but they're awesome. Right? Sorry about the commercial, BBM. I actually I have this thing set up as like minimum as possible now. So 10 minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. We'll hang out. We'll call it. I put it on one of my builds. Okay, Chad. I'll tell you, it's going to be a shredder. Yeah, yeah. The SS1 is definitely meant to be it's meant to be a super strat. So it's definitely gonna shred. Put it on one of my. So okay, so you put the SS1 on the build, right? And it was not the T's guitar. So okay, cool. You might want to reach out and contact Torsten. I don't know. Well, have you already talked to him about the SS1? Because you might be able to pick it up from him and get a deal on the replacement tremolo as well, because he ordered a bunch of replacements. They're just not black, right? Because all the hardware on the SS1 is black. He stepped up and got a better level, a next level quality tremolo, and but it had to be chrome. So awesome, Chad. Yeah, awesome. I wish you all the best with that one. I hope it all goes well. It should. Details on the pickups on the SS1. I think what Chad's trying to ask is, are they Alnico magnet pickups? Um, and in case you don't know how to tell, if you just turn over the pickup and look on the bottom, a bar on the bottom is going to be a ceramic pickup, and a bar on the bottom that's black usually is the ceramic magnet. If it's just pole pieces and there's no magnet, then you have Alnico magnets, and the pole pieces are the magnets. If you have a silver looking magnet on the bottom, you have it's a different design because it's got the one on the bottom. It's more like the ceramic, but that itself is an Alnico magnet. I don't know. Did I sound like a nerd right there? Oh, but yeah, baby boy, you really just missed a whole bunch of talk about Torsten. I was talking about things that we learned while we were there that may not actually have been on video. And do you remember what colors the SS1 was coming in? Did you hear that from Torsten? I know I have it somewhere on video or on a message. And the only one I know of is for certain is one that I've learned of specifically since we were there. What's going on with my phone? I got a black screen. So, oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Uh, I my phone don't want to be active. Yeah, it won't even show me what's up. All right, whatever. So, but I was basically BBM. I was telling everybody what's going into the next guitars. Um, I told them about the serial number. I told them about the red. Well, you don't even know about that one. Among the colors of the new the new ST1 is going to be a silver burst with a dark red around the edges. I think that's going to look sick. I can't wait to see it. It's like a burgundy or a maroon almost, maroon red, a brick red. Okay, so yeah, he's already giving you some tips on how to set it up because Floyd's require that. Floyd's require the an intonation tool, correct? On the stock licensed by Floyd, on the SS1, the Floyd Rose tool won't work on it for intonation without setting the fine tuners halfway down. Okay, well that's good to know. Um, so another 5 minutes, guys. We'll call it a night. It's getting late. It's going to be 11 o'clock here where I'm at. What time is it where you're at, guys? Yeah, that silver red burst is going to be sick. And I don't know if you remember this, but he told us that the truss rod was going to be at the heel, right? He's going to have the Charbel style wheel. So, and yeah, you know what? I will mention. You're right. 8 minutes until 8 minutes, right? Because I started 5 minutes early. Um, Lost my thought again. CST Central Standard Time. Yeah, you're in the exact middle of the country, Snook, right? Kansas is like smack dab in the middle. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So you remember that about the wheel, and yeah. So we're getting 6 colors. The the E is available in 8 different looks, 8 different appearance packages. So I don't know how he's getting so many colors. You know, I think that's probably one of the biggest surprises that he's able to get in these deals because paint is expensive. Being able to get 6 different finishes or 8 different finishes, pardon me, yeah, So the upgraded Floyd. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Chad. Uh, I don't know if you know that you can get the upgraded Floyd Rose tremolo from Torsten directly. Makes it easier. It's actually the exact model, the exact same model, just well, it's the exact same company design. Let's put it that way, because they're all designed by different companies, right? Ibanez has got their Floyd licensed, and but so it's the exact same thing. It's just a higher quality version of it. Yes, you heard that too, right? You saw that video? Yeah, about $175 on the SS1. We can probably expect 300 or 325 on future. Well, I don't see that being an issue for this guitar. I mean, this guitar is worth double that, easy, easy. If you told me, if someone came up to me and told me this was an $800 guitar, I would not argue that because there's nothing on these guitars that is suspect. You know, there's you can't even say the pickup is questionable in any way. The tuners aren't questionable. Nothing about this guitar is questionable, and it's full thickness. So, Chad, that's incredibly generous of you, and I mean I won't say no because that would be insulting to you and probably foolish of me. But uh, totally not necessary. But I totally appreciate it. If you would like to do that, I would be very appreciative of that. Um, if you're wondering what I would like, it's the one with the maroon burst or the next version of the E or whatever else he comes out with next. Because yeah, if this is going to be my go-to. I mean, if I guitars, I'm going to buy myself another guitar. And he's got something different for me, something that I would want in my collection. It's going to be a T's guitar. It's not even a question anymore. All right. So, um, and honestly, you guys should aim to pick it up either. How many guys here got one? Right. I got one. Baby boys got. Oh, I got two. Baby boys got. Uh, I think. Well, who else is in the room? Anybody in the chat who does not have a T's guitar yet? Please say hello. Yeah. Look, if it gets really, really bad, SBHE from Fretnot, how many are they giving away? They what did they do with Torsten? I don't understand. They've had these guitars like that. As a YouTuber, I'm jealous because you got one from Fretnot, Snuff one from Fretnot too. TSA won from Fretnot. I won from Fretnot. That's just about Fretnot real quick. I wonder just how are they doing it? They must be spending more money than they have to be spending more money than they're ever making on this channel because it's a relatively new channel. They're monetized now, but uh, wow. All right, that's what it was. Searching for Tone. He's another one. He's getting T's guitars left and right. He's got like 3 on his wall in the background of his videos, and he's giving them away. You won a diamond from Fretnot. That's right. Okay, that's right. You won one of the Les Paul style guitars, and they're giving more. There you go, dude. That's a great gift. That's a great gift. You just gave your friend a good gift. I mean, granted, when I reviewed mine, they're not what they're supposed to be, right? So for that reason, maybe they're not so great, arguably, but at the end of the day, it's a good guitar. It really is. The pickups are pretty good. Everything, the tuners are good. the design overall is really good. Mine had a little bit sloppy neck work, and the pickups are a little subpar in the looks department, not necessarily in the playability department, because they do sound good. And I got a funky finish. So to give a guitar like that away, that's a good gift, dude. You did the right thing. Absolutely, you did the right thing. Right. That's what I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna do. I have a music store near me. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna see if I want to talk to them and say, hey, you got a student that like could really use a little step up in the guitar department. So I just built my best strap for his first guitar. Nice, nice. S- See, yeah, this is I feel like I gotta like almost contribute all this, paying it forward to Torsten. Right? With all of these guitars that we're, you know, we're turning around and paying forward. I think that's awesome. Oh shit! Yeah. Wow, I'm yawning up a storm here, guys. I'm sorry. Um, Awesome shit. This is awesome shit, guys. I'm about an hour. It's 11 o'clock. It's late. Yes. Yeah. That's what. Not leveled the frets, adjusted the truss rod. Nice. Yeah, and I'm sure ceramic pickups they're as good if the pickup is done proper. Ceramic. Yes, absolutely. I have those with ceramic pickups. Great when you wind them right. Because they have so much in the high end. From what I understand, you actually have to cause some frequency cancellation in the design in order to tame them a little bit, right? And that happens naturally when you start overwinding and things like that. So the cheap pickups, the ones that don't have a lot of wire on them, are the ones that sound like shit. But when you take a ceramic magnet and you put a pickup around it and you put a lot of wire on it, you make it nice and hot, it actually will start to come down a little bit from its super brittle highs because you're canceling some frequency. Add that in with, as I understand it, like brass plates, and that helps too. Yeah, it works the same. They could finesse it though. Like magnetism works more or less the same across everything. It's like, but as guitar players, we see the differences that when you can play around with the magnetic field. Telecasters use a giant metal base plate to bring more punch to a guitar that has a relatively high, relatively mid-level output pickup, right? Um, but you change the variables and you can affect the pickup, right? You get a 90, it's wide, so it's got more low end. You get a lipstick pickup, it's real skinny, so it's extra, you know. You talk about how much you wind on top of that, and you know, I sound like a guy who winds pickups. I've never wound a pickup. It's awesome, Chad. You play every night, 1 to 2 hours a night. Wish I could find the time to do that. And bro, I'm rooting for you to become a phenomenal player. Keep it up, man. Seriously. Uh, uh, Hearing that you have taken to the guitar so well, so fast, and fallen in love with it like this, it's awesome. That's awesome, BBM. That's awesome. I've been working on a little bit myself. Here and there. I'm learning "Cold Sweat" by Thin Lizzy. That's great. TSA, a local builder winding his own pickups, and if you can get those pickups at a fairly reasonable price, that's a score. Excuse me. Man. So Chad, how many of these guitars do you have now? You have yours, your girlfriend, your father. That's three. You're ordering another one. That's four. Um, so, but yeah, Chad, the pickups are the S are ceramic and wax powder. The humbucker has adjustable poles. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, those are good pickups. Torsten knows where to pick up good pickups that are really reasonably priced. He's offered that information to me, and yeah, they're not necessarily like when I went there. Everything I saw didn't like. I was looking for pickups in Igor, and he by his source, and I went there, and they were all slugs, no adjustable pole pieces, and our pickups our have holes for the adjustable pole pieces. So I opted for a ceramic set that's actually HSS, and I picked up another pickup. They have gold Allen Allen pole pieces, the adjustable Allen key pole pieces in gold. Yeah, man. You know what? You're right, Snug. We should probably all do this. All right, so I'm going to call it for now, guys. I got to work on a video for this week. I'm working on a couple, actually. I got like 3 or 4 things going on as far as videos. There's one posting this week. It's currently members only. So if you want to see anything early, guys, become a member. All right, because I'm going to try and get videos posted a week earlier so members can uh, see them before anybody else. All right. So yeah, I think we'll call it, guys. It's over an hour. We're past 11 o'clock. It's light. It's late. Excuse me, not light. Snug. Have Chad. I would love to your brain about crypto. I'm so far in the hole these days. I could use any little advice I can to get out of it. But that sounds very cool, man. Um, I'd love for you to mentor me. Let's put it that way. Business and trade. I need to find a way to be able I need to find something like that so that I can do this at home. That's what I need. Anyway, good BBM. Good night, Snug. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'll see you next week, same time, same place, same bat channel. And you've been awesome, guys. Thanks for everything. Until the next one, take it easy.